with the Goodland Cowboys. Christian Beck-Dimmitt here with head coach Ryan Mosier. Coach, a good week of practice for you. Obviously, you came off of you're coming off now 2 losses in a row. How do you think your squad has responded in these practices?
We're playing pretty strong teams, and so just the little details matter in those games, and I really feel like we're starting to figure out what we are and what we can do, and that's been helpful. So it was a clean week of practice. On Tuesday we got rained out a little bit and had some practice in the gym here, and so you got to be ready for anything to happen on Goodland week.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, we mentioned, how good your opponents have been, and after last game, you talked about kind of seeing them improve week to week. Is there something you noticed from this past week, or something you're hoping for against Goodland to kind of see them improve on?
Yeah, so understanding our job is probably the most important thing, and it's something I've seen us do really well at so far. In Colby, you circle this week, and so we're ready to go for Goodland.
Fair enough. Now, it seems like from the outside, and the stats back it up a little bit, when you get Zane in the run game going, you find a lot of success, and when he gets bottled up, not so much. What are kind of the keys to getting him in that ground attack going against Goodland?
Yeah, we just got to be solid up front. Just get good with our schemes and in the details there. But at the end of the day, I think it's just him getting touches of some sort is going to be important. So when he's touching the ball and getting yards and things like that, everything just seems to open up. And so we have a few things to get that done.
Now, you were an assistant, of course, in this game before, but your first time as head coach in this rivalry. What does it mean to kind of be a part of this historic matchup now?
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I've been watching Colby football probably since 2014. And so watching it on Open Spaces and everything like that, watching it on Rockingham Media. So, it's a really special thing, and it's something I'm glad to be part of again this year.
Now, the quarterback went down week 1. They've been running this kind of 2 QB system, really basically only one thrower. The other one will throw a little bit, but how do you kind of match up against that scheme against it?
They give us really, really good sets and good scheme, and they're doing a lot of things to cure the ball, and which is understandable. And so, they're a little more multiple than they've been in the past. I feel like their coaching staff's done a good job of how to get him the ball and still be true to their identity too.
Because I was going to say, Cure is having an outstanding year, of course, almost 600 receiving yards. He's 6'6", big guy, big target, but then no other Cowboy has more than 100 receiving yards. Is the focus kind of just say, all right, get him out of the picture and, see what else happens?
You have to find balance there, because if you're going to sell out and try and stop him, those guys will take care of us. I mean, they're still pretty solid. And so, it's having a few things to make sure we can bottle up Cure, and then from there, we just got to play ball and rally to the football.
Fair enough. You're 2-3 now, of course. What will it take to get back to 500 against the Cowboys?
We got to come out fast and just be physical. That's our thing. It has been all year, and so if we're physical, we'll be okay.
Fair enough. You think you found that identity slowly more?
We're getting there. Always building that identity. So.
Thanks so much for taking the time, Coach. This has been Coach Ryan Mosier of the Colby Eagles, and we are getting close to kickoff now on 100.3 The Ride. It is time. You've waited all week. You've waited 2 weeks, actually, to get your Colby Eagles back in town, and they are ready to receive the football. It's Colby Eagles hosting the Goodland Cowboys. This is the one circled on the calendar all year long. The Cowboys won. They deferred, so they're kicking off to start this ball game. White jerseys, black helmets and pants, kicking right to left in front of us. Back to receiver, the Eagles in all black. It's a short kick. It's end over end, though. It's muffed. Muffed at the 30. The ball is free. There's a pile for it at the 31 on the left side. The Eagles do get on top of it. Looked like Guy Tubbs, the junior, on the bottom of that pile, came up with that football, so disaster averted to start this ball game. This rivalry ball game opens up with the Eagles with the ball. They're going to spot them exactly at the 30-yard line on the left hash on their own 30. They're wearing black jerseys, black helmets, black everything, moving left to right in front of us. Carroll's in the gun. He's got 2 receivers right, 2 left. Behind him in the pistol is Betts. Motion, Foss moves from right to left. The snap, the give, Betts up the middle. Got a bit of a hole. He falls forward for 3. Well documented have been the roller coaster of Betts running the ball. When he does well, really, he's the X factor in this offense. He does well, this offense does well, this team does well. When he doesn't do well, and when this offense running the ball doesn't, neither does he. 2nd down and 7, 2 receivers right, 2 left for Carroll, who's in the gun. Behind him, Betts. The snap, 2nd straight give to Betts. This time he's bottled up. Loss of 3. Gains 3 on the first, loses 3 on the second. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. 1 minute gone by here in this rivalry ball game. Eagles have it a big 3rd down early, setting the tone and starting fast. Something that Coach Mosier emphasized. Can they do it right here? Tubbs and Foss to the right side. That's Wark and Giesenhagen out to the left. Carroll is in the gun, and behind him is Betts. Showing a blitz. They bring it. 5 rushing Carroll as he drops and throws on the left side. He's got an open man, and he's got Wark for a 1st down. A gain of 23 yards and in to Cowboy territory. Go these Eagles. 3rd down and 10. Carroll finds his senior fullback out of the backfield. 1st down Eagles. That's the first down of this ball game. On the 53 in the left hash, Eagles set up, moving left to right in front of us. 3 receivers split out wide. Alone in the empty gun is Carroll. He's got 1 alone to his left. The snap, looking right, rolling right. Now he's going to run it himself. He tucks it, passes the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up 5. Good decision to run it. He was gang tackled there at the end. About 3 different Cowboys had their hands on him, but good decision to tuck and run. Perhaps what we call an RPO run-pass option, and he chose the run option. All the way on the right hash. They're moving with tempo here. Carroll's alone in the gun. 2 receivers right, 3 in a bunch all the way to the left. Betts motions to the left. The snap, looking left. Now he fakes it. He's going to run it himself. Trips out of 1 tackle and falls forward. Slips free and gets a gain. Falls down near that 1st down marker. Boy, that was trouble in paradise for a moment, but makes something out of it. There is a flag on the field. It's down in that holding area behind. Yeah, it is going to be holding. Usually when it's behind the center and the backfield there, as that play develops, it's going to be holding. And yeah, it is. So it'll turn what was about a 7-yard gain into about a 10-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd down now and 15 behind the sticks. It is a spot foul, so that'll bring them back. They're still on the right side of the formation. 2 minutes gone by now, so 10 remaining here in the first quarter. Still 0-0. 2nd 15 for the Eagles on their first drive. Offset eye next to him. They're split out. The snap, fakes the give, rolling left. Tackled in the backfield and taken down. Getting to Carroll deep in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 8 yards, and it'll set up another big 3rd down for these Eagles. Early here in this ballgame, it looked like Rhett Uring, the junior, he plays with a lot of energy, and he got deep back there quickly. Something to note going in, Coach Mosier of the Cowboys noted, we're going to see some things defensively we haven't seen from them all year. 2 right and 2 left for Carroll, who's in the gun on a big 3rd down, working from their own 37. They got to get 20 yards out of this. The snap, rolling left, sets his feet, now steps up. He's going to run it himself. He's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage,
and that'll set up a 4th down now. Looked long downfield, didn't see anything, and probably a good idea to tuck it and not turn the ball over there. And it really turns out to be a good idea because it is going to be a 4th down attempt here offensively. The offense stays out. It's 4th now in 19. 19 yards to gain on 4th down, a long way to go for Colby here. 8 minutes 30 remaining. They're on their own 42. Carroll's in the gun, 2 left, 2 right. Behind him is Betts. The snap, the drop, looking on the right side. It's a long ball, and nobody's home. A miscommunication there. He was looking for junior Braden Foss, who cut off his route, looked for a deep in near the sticks, but couldn't get it. Looked like Carroll was perhaps thinking it was a go route. He launched it that way. Nobody home, hits green grass, and so it'll be a turnover on downs on the first drive of the ball game, and then we get our first chance to see this Goodland Cowboy offense. They're going to set up on the opposing 42. 8 minutes 25 remaining in the first. Quickly to the line. There's the direct snap and a run. Pick up about 3. And our first chance to see what is a very interesting offense over from Goodland's sideline. Looks like Chayton Goodwin had that rush, and he's kind of their running quarterback. They have essentially a running quarterback and a passing quarterback. Makes them one-dimensional when they use it, so they're going to keep probably both in the backfield for a lot of these plays. Gives a very interesting twist, a little extra wrinkle in this offense. Setting up in that single wing, it's another run. This time he's got a hole, and he's got about 6. That was Goodwin again. The sophomore tailback forced into this 2-quarterback system after their starter goes out in week 1. Just a brutal thing to take. Injured in week 1, and so now you need 2 quarterbacks all season long. It's a 3rd down here. Can they pick it up? 7:25 remaining in the first, and the first 3rd down attempt for the Cowboys. In the gun in that single wing, one split out left. Direct snap and a pitch to the right side, deep in the backfield to take him down. They rally to the football, and they get him. Kai Lanning was there first. Zane Betts in to clean it up. That'll make this 4th down a lot more difficult, and it looks like they are going to go for it. So back to the 37-yard line, and they're going to need about 6 to convert this. It will be a 4th down attempt. So we saw the Eagles get up and go for it on 4th. They were unable to pick it up, a turnover on downs, and now a chance to force a 4-and-out defensively. Set up in this single wing again. Rolling left and looking to throw. Sets and turns his shoulders and throws. Oh, through the hands of an Eagle, and it hits the turf. Braden Foss couldn't pick up that 4th down catch, and really now he's been on the receiving end of 2 4th down pass attempts, and he drops that one defensively. Technically, if you want to look at it from a positive aspect, from that those Eagle lenses, it does give him better field position because he dropped the football. So on the left hash, we're going to see this Eagle offense for the 2nd time today. Still knotted at 0-6-36 remaining here in this first quarter on their own 38-yard line. Tubbs and Foss are on the right side. On the left, Giesenhagen and Wark. And behind Carroll in the pistol is Zane Betts. The high snap is handled, fakes the snap. A throw on the run is way over the head of Braden Foss. So that's 3 passes in a row in the direction of Foss. They all fall incomplete. 2 of them were actually intended to go his direction offensively. The other one, of course, from the Cowboys quarterback. So 2nd down 10 after the incomplete pass. Foss has collected for himself a pretty good junior season so far. 8 catches, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. Foss is in the gun, 1 left, 3 right. Dropping, looking, rolling, now a laser down the middle of the field, over the outstretched hand of Tucker Wark, who was able to get one hand on it, but falls incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Looks like he had him up the seam, the fullback. Listed as a fullback. We're not going to see him, and we don't, in the backfield a whole lot, really, especially in these matchups when the opponent is smaller up front like Goodland is. We're going to see him split out wide a lot more than we are actually going to see him in the backfield. Like right now, he's split out on the left with Giesenhagen. The lone man on the right side is Foss, a jumbo package in front of Carroll and Betts. Fakes the give to Betts and throws on the run. He's got Tubbs. Tubbs a 1st down and bounces off a linebacker into Cowboy territory. A gain of 15. Tubbs lined up as an offensive lineman close to the scrimmage, chips the block and sneaks out wide open. First down, Colby in the Eagles. 6 minutes and 15 remaining, still 0-0. Eagles pick up a first down just on the lip here of Cowboy territory on the 47-yard line, right hash. Tubbs and Foss on the right. The high snap is handled. The give, no, he fakes it and he throws. Out on the flat, there's Wark, who makes one man miss and picks up a first down. Didn't look like a whole lot of green grass, but worked his way up, patient running, and got himself, he'll step out actually, I think, a little shy. Yeah, they're going to mark him about a yard short, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. You know what that means? A pretty open playbook for these Eagles. They're sticking with this spread offense. It's Foss and Tubbs way out wide by the numbers. Wark and Giesenhagen on the left side. Carroll's in the gun, and the pistol behind him is Betts. The snap and the give, Betts up the middle, is bottled up. He'll lose one. That'll set up 3rd down and 2. And rushing yards have been hard to come by here for Betts. He plays really well in the wins. He plays not so well in the losses. And, of course, that's not all on him. It's indicative of the play of the offensive line and the offense in general. But rushing yards to wins is a pretty straight correlation here for the Eagles so far this season. Giesenhagen and Wark over to the right. That's Tubbs and Foss to the left. Now Foss will motion to the right side of the formation. High snap and the pitch out to the left. There's Betts, who makes a man miss in the backfield and turns it upfield, finds the edge, and picks up a first down. Good job shedding a tackler in that backfield. It could have been trouble in paradise, but he found his way past the line of scrimmage and gains 5 yards. He's down to the 35-yard line of Goodland. First down, Eagles. 5 minutes, 12 remaining. Still knotted at nothing. Now the Eagle receivers will be close to the formation. The only one far out wide is Giesenhagen. 2 left, 2 right. In the gun here is Carroll. Carroll, a high snap, handles it in deep drop. Looking right, now throwing right. It's on a rope, and it's Tubbs. Tubbs gets destroyed, but he hangs on to that football. This is one tough cookie handling the ball. That's his 2nd catch of the game. Guy Tubbs, the junior. Got an older cousin who's a senior here. Boston Tubbs playing in his final home game at Denon Field. We're going to see him defensively starting at corner. Spread out wide is Giesenhagen on the left side, and the 3 trips on the right side is Wark, Foss, and alone in the gun there. Oh, no, a laser pass is incomplete. Alone in the gun was Carroll, who lasered it, tried to set up a screen pass, incomplete. So 2nd down now and 10. 4:41 remaining, 0-0. Goodland Cowboys versus the Colby Eagles. The Eagles come into today 2-3. Cowboys 1-4. However, both squads are carrying 2-game losing streaks coming into today, so they're both desperate for a win. Tubbs and Foss on the right, Wark, Giesenhagen to the left. In the gun is Carroll. The snap, the give, there's Betts up the middle. He's grabbed immediately and taken down. They're rallying to the football in the backfield quickly. Betts has had some trouble finding holes. He picked up a first down on a 3rd down run a moment ago, but before that, and apart from that, it's been trouble for him running the ball. Tubbs and Foss left, Giesenhagen and Wark on the right. In the gun is Carroll. Snap is handled, fakes the give, and the throw out to the left in the flat is incomplete. It fell short. He had pressure in his face, and they'll set up 4th down now and 12. So this drive stalled quickly, and like we said, when this run game doesn't work, it leaks into the rest of this offense. So an incomplete pass there sets up 4th down and 12, and a drive that was going so well now threatens to stop dead in its tracks on the right side of the field on the right hash. In the gun is Carroll, trips to his left. Lone receiver is Giesenhagen on the right. The snap, looking left, now looking right, and throwing deep downfield. He's got Giesenhagen. Touchdown, Eagles. Boy, oh boy, this kid is something special. Call him 50 Cent because he shed many men to get into that end zone. 3 Cowboys draped around him. Carroll puts it on a rope. KG comes down with it. Give that man 6 points, a house call for the junior Casey Giesenhagen to open the scoring of this ball game. 6 7-0. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Eagles strike first. Senior Taden Fiken now out to kick this extra point. Foss the hold. It's down well. The kick up, and oh my. Fiken is drilled after that kick. The kick is good. No flag on the field. So they're going to say that was clean. Taden Fiken knocks it through. 7-0 Eagles. Good Lord. That's got to be a penalty.
Like to announce that the Colby Music Boosters are selling music booster cards at the east end of the Colby Grandstand. Cards are $10 and get you discounts at multiple Colby businesses. After today, they'll be on sale starting Monday at Adams Bank and Trust, as well as Donald's Jewelry here in Colby. There's also 2 raffles for the Colby Ag Building Ag Committee project. Tickets are available at the east end of the grandstand near the concession stand. Taden Fiken kick off the Colby.
And we are back in Denon Field. Taden Fiken to kick off. This one's good. It's long, end over end on the right side, but it's bouncing near the out-of-bounds line. It's fielded at the 20. Oh, my, that'll get some cheers from this Eagle crowd. A quick update on the rules. No new rules. It's been this way for a while, but if a kickoff, not a punt, if a kickoff goes out of bounds, the receiving team automatically gets that ball at the 35-yard line. If, however, it is received by a player in bounds, of course, then live ball goes as is and was fielded by a Cowboy at the 20, and he immediately stepped out of bounds, of course, accidentally, just got part of his foot out of bounds, but that's where the Cowboys will set up. Left hash on their own 20-yard line. Second time touching this football. Rolling left and looking to throw. Long downfield. He's got a man underneath it. No, through his hands. Giesenhagen was in there for a moment. Looked like he got his hand in there to make a play defensively. He was looking, of course, for Lincoln Cure. This kid is one heck of an athlete. Junior tight end stands at 6'6". We're going to hear his name called a lot tonight. He's a heck of a tight end, a great receiver for these Cowboys. They were looking for him right there, but incomplete. Second down and 10 now. 3:51 remaining. Cowboys down 7-0. Direct snap and a run here from Goodwin, falling forward, still pushing that pile. He'll get about 4 out of it. So we're going to see 2 quarterbacks in. Zach Thorson, the junior number 10. He's really their true passer. He's going to do more of the long looks downfield. 46 pass attempts for him on the season coming into today. And then the sophomore number 8, Chayton Goodwin, is more of a true runner. He's carried the ball 62 times more than any other player. He really is their lead tailback as well. And that is the case a lot of times in this single wing offense. The snap is straight to him. He fumbles it. Now drops the pass. Looks on the right side. A throw is reeled in with one hand by Cure. No, it falls out late. It falls out and out of bounds late. What's the call? Are they going to say it's incomplete? Yes, they're going to say he never had that football. It looked for a moment like he did and fumbled it. Obviously, that's the question. Catch and fumble out of bounds, in which case it would be first down Cowboys. But no, they're going to say incomplete. And so that'll bring up 4th down and 5 now, and it looks like the punt squad is coming on for the first time today for either team. This is the 4th possession of the ball game. One ended in a touchdown. The other 2 4th down offensive attempts and turnovers on down. So the first punt attempt of this ball game. It's off, and boy, it's a booming one. It bounces at the opposing 40, and that's exactly where the Cowboys will down it. So the Eagles get a good stop defensively. Good stand there, and they looked for Cure twice in 3 plays. That's what we're going to see a whole lot of. He's their main receiver by a long shot. He's got nearly 600 receiving yards. No other Cowboy has more than 100. You heard me right. That's 600, or almost. It's 578 to 93 in second place for the Cowboys. But no catches so far today. First down and 10 for the Eagles. 3 minutes and 1 second remaining. They're looking to add on their 7-point lead. 2 left and 2 right. Carroll's in the gun. High snap is handled. The give, bats up the middle, gets through one line of defenders and falls forward through another. I'll tell you what, he is one heck of a hard runner. Oh, no, there's a Cowboy down in the backfield. He's getting up now, but he's limping. It looks like he's favoring that right leg, that left one. Not looking to put a whole lot of weight on it, so we hope that he's okay. We're trying to see who that is. Difficult to see right now. We'll tell you as soon as we get word who that injured man is for the Cowboys. But as of right now, it is second down and about 5 after a good on-schedule run. That's what they need from Betts is 5 yards of carry. You'll take that all day long. Second down and 5. 2 receivers outright, 1 left. Tucker walked to the left, and behind Carroll is Betts. This play is stopped dead right at the snap. We're going to wait on the call. False start. False start will send them 5 yards back, so it'll be now second down and 10. So, I mean, you want to say he stayed on schedule with that run, but, I mean, really just gave them insurance, I guess, for this penalty. So second down now and 10. They're going to mark it. Actually, it's about 9.5 if you want to get technical on that left hash. Giesenhagen and Wark split out wide to the left. On the right, close to us on this near side, are Tubbs and Foss. Behind Carroll in the gun, that's Betts. Now another stoppage and a false start called again. Oh, no. Back-to-back bullets in the boot of these Eagles, man. Those are tough to take. I mean, you talked about just a moment ago how on schedule this offense was after that first down run, and now they're way behind it. Behind the stick, second down in 15 now. 15 yards to go. Carroll, the snap, looking left, blitz picked up, a long ball over the left side into single coverage. Giesenhagen comes down with it. Was he in bounds? No, oh no, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, and oh man, that was a heck of a jump ball catch there by Giesenhagen, but didn't get his feet in, and you'll see no argument from him. He's just running back to the huddle, so you assume now that he wasn't in. Usually those players will argue if there's any chance he got a foot in. Third down now and 14. Up 7-0 are these Eagles. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Eagles have the football, third down behind the sticks. Deep in their own territory, they're on their own 35. This is a big third down to pick up, maintain possession of this football, and there's stoppage. And who recognizes it but Ryan Mosier, how big this play is, so we're going to step away quickly for this Eagle timeout.
Just a reminder, we will honor our senior athletes and those participating in fall activities immediately following the game.
And we are back here at Denon Field. In the gun is Carroll. Next to him, Wark on this big third down. Third down and 14, 2 minutes remaining in the first. Wark motions out of the backfield. The snap, the drop, looking. He's got pressure in his face as he rolls right on the run. He's got all kinds of Cowboys in his face, and he's going to get dragged down out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield with it, and even if there was, I don't know if Carroll could have even got that pass off. So nowhere to go, and that'll bring up fourth down, and it looks like the punt crew is coming on. Yes, it will. It's Giesenhagen, who is, of course, a receiver. He's also played corner. He's made a couple plays on both sides of the ball so far. However, now it's time for his special teams role, and that's punter. Giesenhagen handles the snap, and it's a big booming punt, end over end, and it's falling at the 35. It takes a Cowboy bounce before Guy Tubbs fields it at the 40-yard line. So 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining. Here in the first quarter, the Cowboys will take over on their own 40-yard line, a chance for them to do something offensively. They haven't done anything as of yet. A 4-and-out and a 3-and-out so far for the Goodland offense. That was two false starts, that killed that drive for the Eagles. Now Goodwin gets a chance at it, and he's going to still rush and get about 5 yards. Direct quarterback snap to a run is what we're going to see a lot of from him. And that continues here on first down on the third drive, third time that they have touched the ball. Second down now and 5, waning moments of the first quarter. Direct snap to Goodwin, who makes one man miss in the backfield, cuts it upfield, and falls forward. He's going to get about 3 yards out of it, turn nothing into something for a moment there, and we're going to see this a little bit. Ethan Weinman checks in, the junior. Out comes Jackson Carney. We're going to see rotation on this defensive line. We've seen it all year, but obviously 4 down linemen most of these plays for the Eagles, and really you're going to see as many as 7 different players in there in those positions. Third down and 3. 2 in the gun in this single wing. Eagles faithful getting loud. The snap and the run. Goodwin falls forward. He's going to get enough for a first down. Falls over the sticks. Needed 3. Picks up a full 4 yards, and that'll set up first down now and 10, and that's the end here of this first quarter. We're going to send this to break. Eagles up 7-0. We are back in Denon Field. Eagles fans, sorry about that. Had a little bit of a cutout, some technical difficulties, but we're all good. We're back. Single wing offense here for these Goodland Cowboys on first down and 10. Started the second quarter. The direct snap and the run. Boy, the Eagles rallied to him that time. Loss of 1. That's a tackle for loss by big Ethan Weinman. He checked in at nose. And we talked about it earlier before the break. But 4 down linemen for these Eagles. They play a 4-4, so 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. But in those 4 down lineman positions, we're going to see as many as 7 different Eagles, possibly more, but we're going to expect about 7 to rotate into those positions and get snaps. Second down now and 11. Eagles up 7-0. The direct snap to Goodwin, who tries the left side, now cuts it up field. Still falling forward. Boy, the offensive line did its work there, and even a receiver was in to pull him forward. Good job there by the Eagle receivers. Dominic Condy, the sophomore, was in there to pull his quarterback forward, and because of that, picked up a couple extra, so it'll set up now third down and 3. 11 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Cowboys down 7-0. Some confusion as they set up their formation. Single wing, so 2 running backs very close to the line, but behind it on the left side. 2 in the backfield. The snap. Goodwin, he'll throw this time. Sets his shoulders and throws long. Down the left side, he's got a receiver under it. Couldn't make his way back to the ball. Good defense there by Foss. Some Cowboy fans might yell there for a flag. It looked like the receiver was trying to get back to the football. I tell you, this broadcaster would say that one is uncatchable. I don't think he could have gotten back to it, even if there was nobody there. So it will be now 4th down and 3, and a big 4th down attempt. It looks like the offense is staying on the field, and yes, it will. 4th down and 3, 10:44 remaining. Rolling left is Goodwin, throws on the run, out of the outstretched hands of Cure and incomplete. Incomplete on fourth down and a turnover on downs. That'll give Colby the football back. They'll be right near the line to get, right near midfield, 42-yard line, their own. The Eagles will set up. They're up 7-0. That's the third target that the big tight end Lincoln Cure has been on the receiving end of. He's yet to reel in a pass, and so likewise, the Cowboys are yet to complete a pass. In the gun here is Carroll. Wark and Betts next to him in the backfield. The snap and the give to Betts. Tries the right side and falls forward. He'll gain 2 yards on the play. Kyle Lanning and Cameron Lilly on that left side. Cameron Lilly, the only returning starter from a year prior, but this offensive line has stepped up, and we've seen them go against some very big opponents and struggle at times. We've certainly seen them improve as the season goes on and a chance to impose their will a little bit here against what is a smaller opponent. 2nd down and 8. Giesenhagen, the lone man on the left side, trips to the right. Carroll, the throw to the trips man. It's Foss on the right side, makes one man miss in the backfield and spins forward. He'll get 5 out of it, and that's what we talked about pregame. That's what we've talked about all season long. Get these kids, these playmakers, the ball in space. They can make something happen. So Braden Foss made something happen there. Quick screen pass into the trip. So trips 3 receivers are real tight, close, packed together, and that leaves 2 to block for Foss ahead of him. They did just that there. 9:37 remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 3. Foss in the gun. The give. Betts up the middle. He's tripped up and falls forward for 2. He had some green grass for a moment. Probably could have picked up a first down, but tripped over the outstretched arm of a Goodland tackler, or attempt to tackle. It looked like German Herrera down there diving for his ankles. Got it a little bit. Logan Franz was in there as well. It could have been him that got the shoelace there of Betts. So 4th down now and 1. It's a long one, though. Under center is Carroll. Eye behind him. They're going to push. It's the tush push. Can he get there? The pile's moving. Yes, he can. Picks up the first down and still going. Needs a long one, and he picks up about 4. A late flag thrown. It looks like that is going to be is that a sideline warning? No. Waiting on it. They tried the tush push that the Eagles have made. It aiding the runner. Penalty I haven't heard before. Actually, you can't pull. You can push the runner, and it looks like they pulled him, so you can't pull a teammate forward, but you can push him. So 4th down and 7 now, and a much more difficult 4th down to pick up. Carroll's in the gun. Behind him is Betts. 2 receivers left, 2 right on 4th down and 7. A big one here for Colby. The snap, the throw. He's got Giesenhagen on the left side in the post. Makes one man miss, and now he's off to the races. Can he make a Goodland miss? 5. Touchdown, Casey Giesenhagen and the Eagles. House call number 2 for KG of this ball game. He made one man miss in the post route and was gone. He turned on the burners. That junior to junior connection is alive and well. KG takes it 40 yards to the crib on 4th down. That's now 2 4th down touchdowns for the Eagles. Huge play, and now the Eagles up 2 possessions. 13-0, and now a quick flag. We're going to wait on the call. This was well after the play. Touchdown is good. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and it looks like offsetting penalties. Yep, an unsportsmanlike on both squads, so offsetting penalties, and now an extra point here attempted. Tayden Fiken is 1 of 1 so far today. Snap, hold in, good. Kick is up, and no good over the right side. So Fiken is 1 of 2, 13-0, Eagles on top.
reminder about Colby Music Booster selling music booster cards at the east end of the Colby Grandstand. Also, the Colby Ag Building Committee is holding a special drawing. Tickets can be purchased by the concession stand. You must be present to win. Drawing will be held after senior night on the stage at the east end of the stadium. Fiken to kick off for Colby.
Viking to kick off, and the Cowboys get it up to about the 30-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop on the 31. And we've seen so far, I mean, game one, Taden Viken wasn't even the starting kicker. And all of a sudden now, that's back-to-back kickoffs after the 2 touchdowns the Eagles have scored that have been excellent boots from him. Glad to see him improve so far this season as it's gone on. In his final game here at home at Denon Field, he's playing well. Now a flag before this play even starts. Late in that attempted play, late as in the lineup there, it looked like the Eagles were trying to sub someone off late. Looked like Cody Wright was trying to get on and Talon Wark was trying to get off. They're going to say, no, you can't do that. So 5 yards up. Yep, substitution infraction. That's exactly right. So first down now in 5. So you're ahead of the sticks and you haven't even run a play. Good thing that the Cowboys need a spark because, you know, you're giving them a little bit of extra help here. The direct snap to Goodwin, who will fall forward and still push that pile. He'll be right near the line to gain, and they're going to give it to him. So he's going to get all the way up to the 50-yard line. That will move these sticks. First down for the Cowboys. Zach Thorson, we've seen very little, if any, of him so far today. Instead, it's been Chayton Goodwin on the receiving end of these snaps most of this ball game. There he is again. Going to fall forward. No, he's going to be pushed back. That was not Goodwin. Excuse me, that was Johnston.
Initial contact by Ethan Weinman.
These Eagles, or these light numbers are making it a little tough to see. But that was not Goodwin. That was Johnston on the receiving end of that direct snap, and he fell forward. He came in today with 43 rushing yards on the year. Picks up nothing there, got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down now and 10. 7:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Eagles on top 13-0, but Goodland hoping to get it down back to 1 score, and there a quick timeout taking this one by Goodland. So we're going to step away quickly here on 100.3 The Ride. Ethan Weinman picks up a big tackle there on third down. Loss of 5 there. It looked like a little reverse pitch play action. So this single wing offense that Goodland runs, it's hard rushing. They're going to run the ball most of this time, as you've seen so far today. 2 backs in that backfield are going to line up very close. I mean, basically within a foot of the offensive lineman, but behind them, rarely are we going to see more than 2. Like right now, we have 3 receivers split out wide. This is going to be very rare, but it's a long third down and 15. Dropping, looking, and throwing, nearly intercepted. That one falls incomplete, and it looked like Braden Foss had another shot at it, and this one falls incomplete. No, not Braden Foss, excuse me. That was Cody Wright. He's wearing a new number. He wore 54 all season long. Now he's wearing a single-digit number, just number 4. We're going to see him at linebacker. And like he was right there, he's in that middle linebacker position, that Sam spot, and nearly came up with it. And now a punt attempt, a low snap and a long one. This one, fair catch called for and received, caught there. Back at the 25-yard line, Braden Foss in to catch that one. And so on the 25-yard line, their own, is where this Colby offense will set up. 2 scores so far, both of them to Giesenhagen. The first on their second drive of the ballgame, and the second 1 drive ago. Can they continue their momentum here as this defense has come out strong? I mean, they have hit the ground running. Of course, still pitching a shutout and doing well. Multiple tackles for loss so far. Carroll's in the gun on 1st and 10. 1 left, 2 right. The give, Betts is grabbed in the backfield, but he continues to push that pile. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and boy, it took all kinds of strength just to do that. That'll set up 2nd down now and 10. 6 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in this first half. Eagles on top 13-0, hoping to add to it. They've got plenty of time here before the end of the half. Carroll's in the gun, 3 receivers right and 1 left. The lone man on the left side is Giesenhagen. The snap, the drop, looking left and throwing left. It's Giesenhagen who's under it. Can he get to it? No, he can't. That flag went flying high in the air. I mean, it landed about 30 yards past where the referee threw it. And it looks like maybe defensive holding because it was thrown deep in the defensive backfield. It is. Pass interference. That's against the – oh. Are they going to call it against – yeah, they're going to call it – the PA announcer called it against Colby, but it is against Goodland. So 15 yards forward and an Eagle first down. 5 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 receivers on the right, 1 left here for Carroll. Carroll, the snap, the give. Betts tries the middle of the field and runs between those tackles and picks up about 2. I'll tell you what, he falls forward every time, but this offensive line is not getting a lot of push in front of Betts in that running game. 2nd down now and 9. 5 minutes 30 remaining here in this second quarter, and you wonder if Coach Mocher's trying to angle to not give the Cowboys the ball back before the end of the half. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, they got to pick this one up here. Long 2nd down for the Eagles on their own 41. Carroll's in the gun, flanked on either side. The give is to the left man. That's Betts. Betts makes 1 man miss and turns it upfield, falls forward and dives for that first down marker. He's going to get it. Move those sticks. He's into Goodland territory. And now, just like we mentioned, you can burn a little bit of clock here, down below 5 minutes remaining. And you'd love it to tick under 2 before you have to give this ball back. Giesenhagen, the lone man on the left side, setting up on the right hash on the 49-yard line. Carroll's in the gun. On his left is Wark, and behind him, Betts. You wonder if they lean on the run game here to try to bleed some clock. Motioning out of the backfield is Wark, and a stoppage of play. Is that a legal motion? Illegal shift here. Called against the Eagles. 5 yards back, and it looked like Wark was motioning forward instead of sideways. Can't run directly at the line of scrimmage as that ball is snapped. Of course, you got to be either set or moving laterally. So now 1st down and 15, 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. 13-0 Eagles on top on their own 46. Wark motions out of the backfield, this time laterally. Carroll throws on the right side. Underneath is Foss, who makes 1 man miss and falls forward for a gain of 10. This kid is shifty. He really is. He's quick. The junior has that ability, that foot speed to make men miss, and he does just that. You just throw it to him in the flat. When I say get it to him in space, that's what I mean. Just throw it in the flat, let him go do some work with that football in his hands. He'll set up 2nd down now and 6. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Eagles on top 13-0. They're on the 45-yard line. Carroll's in the gun. The snap and the give. Betts up the middle between the tackles. Finds a hole and cuts it up left. Makes 1 man miss it. Now he's trying to angle for more yards. He's going to step out of bounds at the 32. A first down and a gain of 17 yards there from Zane Betts, the senior. Finally finds a hole. Sometimes that's what you need to do. And there's a timeout taken by Goodland. And so we're going to actually stay right here. 3 minutes, 36 remaining. Eagles on top 13-0. And hoping, I think they're angling, and it looks like it is that way, that they're trying not to give Goodland the ball back. And when you lean on this run game and when it's the key to your offense, sometimes it's just 2-yard gain, it's 1-yard gain, it's a loss of 1. But you need to continue to pound it so that you can find holes like that where even though you haven't had success all day, all of a sudden Betts is gone for 17 yards and he makes a big play out of it. We know he has the ability to make big plays with his legs. He shows you right there. This is his last game at Denon Field, and you got to think he's running a little bit extra angry today. 5 seniors graduating, and so 5 for the Eagles, and 5 seniors are playing in their last game at Denon Field. First down and 10, 3 minutes, 36 remaining. Eagles on the Goodland 35. Foss in motion. Carroll, snap goes over his head. Can he fall on it? No, he kicks it. Now this ball is free at the 40, and the Cowboys fall on it. Oh, no, just what you couldn't have. Carroll tried to fall on it and pick it up at the same time, and he kicked it. His foot got there before his hands did. Sent it way back, and the D lineman just came crashing through. Oh, no, I mean, that is a tough one to take. You were driving the ball so effectively. You just had a good Betts run. All of a sudden, Goodland's got it in plus territory. They're on the Colby 39-yard line. On the right hash, they'll set up in this single wing again. So 2 backs, real close on the right side of the formation. It's a strong side. 1 receiver split out wide that side as well. 2 in the backfield. This ball that dribbles back to Goodwin, who falls forward back to the line of scrimmage. So 2 bad snaps in a row, 1 by either team. 1 turns into a turnover. I mean, this thing looked like a cue ball. You're playing pool. It just slid its way back to Goodwin, who scraped it off the dirt and fell forward. Zach Thorson in the huddle now. Wearing number 10. He's their true passing quarterback. 3 minutes remaining now, ticking down below 3 minutes. Cowboys now are knocking on the door. They're in plus territory. They need to get this offense going, though. There's a flag.
Flag on the play.
This one, it looks like, will be against Goodland, and that will send them marching back. So what you couldn't have, substitution infraction. So it will be now, instead of 2nd down and 10, 2nd down and 15. Both of these teams have had a couple drives where they've really put the bullet in the boot and killed their drives a little bit with offensive penalties. Goodland hoping that this is not the case right here. 2nd down and 15, strong side on the left side of this single wing. The snap to Goodwin, who runs along that left side. He's trying to get an edge, and dragged down in the backfield is Tubbs. He was running laterally that whole play and trying to find a way to turn it upfield. Guy Tubbs came like a cannon out of his linebacker spot right down at Goodwin, and a big tackle for loss there. They were already behind the sticks. Now they're back another 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 19. So after getting the ball in great field position, Goodland in danger of squandering it. Under 2 minutes remaining, 3rd down and 19. Strong side on the right side of the single wing. Dropping and looking and rolling is Goodwin. Throwing on the run. He's got his man, but it'll be a little shy of the sticks. It looks like that was actually not Cure. Looks like LJ Purvis came down with that one, but it will be shy of this 1st down marker. Actually, I was looking at the wrong 1st down marker. They only gained 9 out of that. They didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's still going to be 4th down and a long way to go. 4th down and about 12 yards. A big one here with 1:15 and ticking remaining. Can the Eagles get the ball back one more time before half? Direct snap to Goodwin, who rolls left, sets his feet, and throws. It's a bomb on the left side and a jump ball. Oh, my goodness. What a tremendous catch. Cure comes down with it for a first down and a flag on the field to boot. Oh, my goodness. He just said, let it rip, hucked it in the direction of Lincoln Cure, who made a tremendous, tremendous jump ball grab. Came down with that one just when he needed to, and he converts it. A long first down turns into a first down, and now they can milk the rest of this first half clock. Setting up on the 24-yard line. And, oh my goodness, that penalty is declined, but I was going to say insult to injury on that defensive pass interference. 2 receivers right, 1 left in this single wing. The high snap is handled, rolling right. Cody Wright is chasing Goodwin. He throws on the run. That ball's intercepted. The Eagles have it. That's Zane Betts. Return to the 20-yard line. The senior having himself a ball game, forces a turnover there. That's turnover number 18 of the season. Oh my goodness, that's one heck of a play to make and a perfect time to make it. 55.2 seconds remaining, 57.2 remaining here in this first half, and the Eagles have one more shot to score. They're going to have to use their NASCAR offense. They call it NASCAR, as fast as we can go, to try to pick up one more score. The give is to Betts along that left side on a draw play, and the clock will tick. Perhaps they're not trying to score before half. Perhaps content to go into half. No, a timeout now taken. Timeout taken, so we're going to step away as well. Eagles on top 13-0. Huh? Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, perfect. Okay. Excellent. Still going to be, obviously, a minute, but not a whole lot after that. Yeah, it's actually in there. And we are back at Denon Field where Carroll scrambled and picked up a first down. He's going to be right near the sideline. Did they stop the clock? No, they didn't. They stopped it to move the chains, but now it's running again. 30 seconds remaining here. Eagles up 13-0. Trying to get in the end zone one last time. Carroll's in the gun on 1st and 10. Fakes the give, now rolling left. Spins out of one tackle, and he's going to go down for a sack. That's a loss of 5 yards and a tough one to take. And now, do you let it go to halftime? It looks like that's what they'll do. It's ticking down, 15 seconds remaining here before they head to the locker room. Eagles on top 13-0, courtesy of 2. Casey Giesenhagen receiving touchdown, one from about 60 yards out, the other from about 20. And that's just what they'll do. Jogging over to loud applause from the Colby fans. Into the locker room go the Eagles, and into their locker room go the Goodland Cowboys. So a good first half here for the Eagles, who find themselves on top 13-0. We're going to have plenty of the halftime show for you and talk to the superintendent about, of course, our Ryan Lee concert post-game after the break. Christian, nice to meet you. It's gonna be 2 or 3 minutes before we come back. That's fine. You're all good. Got it? Good? Oh yeah. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Colby High School dance team.
Be a little movie star here real quick. See, I've always been told I have a face for radio, so I try to shy away from the camera here. But sometimes we have to. Good day going for you so far?
It's busy.
Oh,
Busy day.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure home game day always is.
It is.
No, you're good. You're good. Got another 90 seconds or so. We all good. That's an onside kick attempt, and that is recovered. We're waiting for the call by the Eagles. Look at that. Braden Foss high steps out of the pile with that football. The junior wearing number 7 says, I've got it, don't worry. Eagles flip the script and start with the ball. We've seen them practice that so many times. Taden Fiken, the senior, with a great play in his final trip to Denon Field here. Every week in practice, multiple times we see them try an onside kick, and they finally pull it out, and it works to perfection. First down and 10, exactly on the 50-yard line. Eagles set up to start the second half, up 13-0. Tubbs in motion from the right to the left, fakes the give, and the throw is on the left side to Giesenhagen. Cuts it upfield. He's got a first down and more. Gain of 15 to the 35-yard line. Flips himself onto his feet. Big play there. Get that man the ball in space. He makes great plays. His third catch of this ball game. That one goes for 15. He's got 2 touchdowns to go along with a big night for the junior. 11 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Eagles up 13-0 after the onside kick. Now suddenly they are all the way into Cowboy territory. In the gun on first down and 10 is Carroll, 2 left, 2 right. In motion from Work from left to right. The snap, fakes the give, fakes the pass, and now Carroll's going to tuck it and run on that left side out of an ankle tackle and steps out of bounds after about 3 yards. That'll set him up now for about 2nd and 7. We've seen him try that a couple times. Remember, of course, that 1 year ago as a sophomore, Carroll, was the second leading rusher as playing largely running back in that role, of course, behind Betts. But he was the second leading rusher for these Eagles. He's definitely got a quickness, a fast twitch vein to him. In the gun here on 2nd down and 6. 11 minutes, 23 remaining. Motion on the right. That's Foss in motion. The snap, the drop. Now he's rolling right and looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got space to move. He's got a first down and more. And he steps out of bounds inside the Adams Bank red zone. Our first trip to the red zone for the Cowboys, the Eagles, today. Their first score was just outside of the red zone. And, of course, their second one came from about 50 yards out. So first down and 10 from the 18 Adams Bank red zone, first trip of the ball game for the Eagles. 11-14 remaining here in the second quarter. Eagles on top and threatening to add more. Lone man on the left side, Giesenhagen, 2 on the right. Work motioning that way. Now there's 3 there. We give up the middle. His first touch of the second half, and he's got room to roam on the left side. A great block from Giesenhagen. Betts is going to take it to the house. Zane Betts, the senior, finds the end zone to open up this second half. What a statement to come out of halftime. Ryan Mosier hyping himself up. He loves it, and so do these Eagles. They're on top, 19-0, hoping to make it 20 here. Taden Fiken out to attempt his 3rd extra point of this ball game. He's 1 of 2 so far. The second one drifted a little right on him. As usual, it's Foss, the receiver / free safety, in to hold. Snap is high, but the hold good. The kick up. Oh, no, it's off a little to the right again. Boy, it's that same spot. It's just a little bit off to the right. He's got plenty of leg. Looks good end over end, but no good. Eagles on top, 19-0. Nice. Smooth.
To kick off.
Dang. Oh, you got the touchdown. And we are back at Denon Field after that Zane Betts touchdown run. Some good special teams played there. Taden Fiken, the kicker, in to make a nice booming tackle. Down at the 31-yard line, right in the middle of the field, the Cowboys will set up. This is their first time touching the ball, even though they deferred to start this ball game. The onside kick from the Eagles gave them the ball first. Cowboys looking for a spark, suddenly finding themselves down by 3 scores. Strong side, right side of the single wing. The push forward, he'll get about 2. The direct snap, that time, as usual, went to Goodwin. He's got plenty of rushes. He only averages about a yard and a half. Coming into this ballgame, only averages about a yard and a half per carry, and that has seemed to continue so far. Chayton Goodwin, the sophomore, 262 passing yards on the year and about 86 rushing yards on the year. He actually also has 5 catches out of that backfield, obviously, when it's the other quarterback, Zach Thorson, who's throwing the ball. Second down now and 8. A low snap is handled and a run up the middle. They're trying between the tackles again and nothing doing. Every Eagle is there, specifically Taylon Wark and Kai Lanning are in there to rally for a nice tackle. I'll tell you what, we talked about it at halftime, but the defensive line and the linebackers, this front 7, has played really well coming downhill. We talked about it a lot all season. When you can make an opponent one-dimensional, this this Eagle defense looks really, really dominant. Third down now and 8, 10 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. In the gun, 2 right, 1 left. Thorson dropping, looking now, rolling right. He's got a man in his face and he has to jump ball throw on the run. This one tipped and incomplete. It's going to hit the dirt. And Thorson is still down. His helmet got popped off on that hit and he's late getting up. Thorson into pass on that one, rolling out, it is Goodwin again. These guys are hard to tell the difference between them, and he took a big hit. It was Kai Lanning in there. He had a tackle for loss the play before, and then, he laid the boom on him. Right as that pass definitely looked clean. Oh, no, there's a flag on the field. Right, I'm saying it's clean. Looks like they're going to get him for a late hit. Actually, we'll wait on the call. It's holding. So it's holding against the Cowboys. They're going to accept that penalty and march them back. It's third down now and 18. And I'll tell you what, that Kai Lanning hit did look clean. It was right as he was jumping to throw the ball, and not much you can do to stop yourself from hitting a guy jumping in the air. So third down now and 19. We're going to hope that he's okay. So we're going to see probably a lot of Zach Thorson the rest of this ball game, and maybe a little mix of everybody as they try to run this ball. Obviously, they lost their quarterback one in week 1. Now they're out another quarterback. Snap to Thorson, dropping and rolling left. Throws on the run. This one's a dart. No, it's dropped by the receiver. Oh, man. He was turning upfield. L.J. Purvis, number 17, the senior. That's a brutal mistake there. He had room to roam. I don't know if he would have picked up the first, but he would have been darn close. They need about 19. He was standing about 14 yards, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage when he caught it. Turned upfield before he fully had that ball. Hits the turf. Fourth down now and 19 and out to punt. Jackson Miller, the freshman, in as the punt squad. We've seen a lot of freshmen, a lot of underclassmen on this young Goodland team. They're going to be good in a couple years when they learn. This one low and wobbly as it bounces out near the 50. And, it takes a roll right along the sideline. So Eagles on their own 47. They're going to start with this ball. They're up 19-0 right now. It's actually as many as, obviously, a couple of injuries and some things rolling around here. But plenty of underclassmen, 6 underclassmen, offensively, 3 defensively, starting, at least coming into this ball game, for the Cowboys. Plenty of youth and plenty of an experience that will build over time, I'm sure, for Goodland. Time being, though, they're down 19-0, and the Eagles have the ball. 9 minutes remaining in the third. Carroll's in the gun. 2 right, alone on the left is Foss. The snap and the give. Bats up the middle. He's tripped up right away. No celebration after that play, though. They know they've got a long way to go, and the Eagles looking to try to – it looks like they're going to lose a couple, actually, on that play. So he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought initially that he did. Second down and 11. Under 9 minutes remaining. Foss and Tubbs on the right. Giesenhagen, Wark on the left. Behind, Carroll is Betts in the pistol. Wark in motion. The snap fakes the give. The throw on the right side is a tipped ball, but it's still caught by Foss, who makes one man miss and will get back to that secondary line of scrimmage where they ran that play from, not the initial one. So it's still third down behind the line. That was tipped, and you could hear it. The whole crowd gasped. It's a free ball. Who's going to get it? Who can get there? And Foss, a heady play to just get under it and fell forward back to the line of scrimmage. Third down now and 12, 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles up 19-0. Cowboys looking for a big stop to get this ball back. 2 left, 2 right for Carroll. Motion man is Tubbs, right to left, and a false start. That was Foss, who throws up his hands in a little bit of anger. He didn't think. Yeah, it's definitely a false start. So it looked like it's one of those times where now the Eagles are calling timeout, I think. Stoppage here, as the referees will talk about it. In the timeout taken by Colby. So we're going to step away as well. Actually, we're going to stay right here. The Eagles, I'll tell you what, sometime in the huddle you say, on one, break, on one, break, on two, obviously meaning that you get up to the line and you say, ready, go once. And if you say on two, then the whole offense knows don't jump on that one. So you give the defense a little bit of a start there and, try to get them to get off their blocks just a little late. But Foss, I guess, didn't hear that one or a miscommunication and jumped a little early. So we'll be behind the sticks on a big third down, and I'll tell you what, this Goodland offense has struggled to hold a drive together, maintain consistency, but with Lincoln Cure back there, anything can happen. They have plenty of potential, so you want to keep this ball away from them as long as you can. A big third down here to try to maintain this drive. 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Giesenhagen and Wark to the left. It's Tubbs and Foss on the right side. Behind Carroll is Betts. Motion man right to left is Tubbs. Fakes the give on their left side. He's got a man in his face. Can he even get a pass off? No, he can't. Spins out of one tackle and into another and falls down for a long loss. Carroll will lose about 8 yards. It'll be a long fourth down behind the sticks. And it looks like, yes, it will. The punt squad will come on. Probably a good idea. You're up 19-0. You don't want to increase your trouble anymore, compound your difficulties, and we talked about it, this Cowboy offense has struggled to maintain a drive, so you don't want to give them any more than they need to try to get a fire lit under them. Oh, man, all 10 are up on the line, trying to get a big rush off, and that ball is on the ground. Giesenhagen won't be able to get a punt off. They're going to get him all the way back inside their own red zone, down near the 10. What a great special teams play defensively. One returner was back, the other 10 all lined up directly along that line. No gunners. They were going all out to take him down, and that snap was just a little off. Giesenhagen put it in the dirt and couldn't get himself up to get that punt off, so now he's got to play cornerback on a big play. We just talked about it. You can't give this team any more life than they already have. Goodwin runs into a defender, and he's going to fall forward, and that's one way to stuff out that life. The sophomore Talon Wark, he's made a couple of plays flying around this field. He makes one more there on first down. That's a tackle for loss. They lose a yard there. Sophomore wearer number 10, Talon Wark, is playing this kind of outside linebacker position for the Eagles, and obviously playing a single wing offense like this, you're going to see him coming downhill in that backfield an awful lot. Second down and 11, 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Strong side, the left side of this single wing, all 11, of course, in the box. The snap to Goodwin on the run. He's going to catch it and try the left side. He won't get anything. The Eagle defense has been swarming, and a very late flag was just thrown. Looked like Talon Wark was in the middle of that tackle again, but dirty laundry on the field. It was thrown from the back judge, which usually means holding, but this one was very late. We're going to wait on the call. For the time being, though, it would be third down. Actually, it's going against the Eagles.
Personal foul called against Colby.
It's a personal foul against Colby, so 10 yards up, and this one will set the Cowboys all the way up to the 6-yard line. The 9-yard line, excuse me. Still third down. The snap is to Goodwin, who fakes a give and rolls right. A tipped pass. Can't find its way to Cure. Boy, they've struggled to get him the football today. Oh, boy. That one is a difficult one to take, a tipped ball there. And so it will now be third down. So that second down, the personal foul negates that play. So now it's third down. It was second down before. Third down and short. They only need about 3 yards, a long 2 perhaps, to pick this one up. It'll be a big one if they do. You got to think 4-down territory for the Cowboys, down 19-0. 6 minutes 27 remaining. Strong side the right side in the single wing. Goodwin back in there, runs right into the pile on that right side. He'll be near the line to gain. It'll depend on the spot. Goodwin, as you remember, got hit by Kai Lanning. I think it was a clean hit, but right near the end of the play, he was hurt, laid on his back, and now back into this ball game. And he needed 2, a long 2, and he gained about 1.5. So he's got about half a yard, maybe a full yard to pick up this first down. A huge 4th down from the 8-yard line, 6 minutes in the third. Cowboys got to pick this one up, and oh no, a jump defensively. The Eagles jump off sides. It looked like that's Ethan Weinman in there, who was just a moment over the line. It causes a flinch, and so that'll give them an automatic first down and just what you couldn't have. Oh no. Cowboys now, after back-to-back penalties, or 2 and 3 plays penalties against the Eagles. First down and goal from the 3. Below 6 minutes remaining. Cowboys trying to cash in. Tries the left side through the tackles, and he'll be a little short. It'll now be second down and goal. He got about a yard out of it, so it'll be second down and goal from the 2. 5:25 remaining. Up 19-0 are the Eagles, but the Cowboys are knocking on the door. It'd be a huge play if they can come away with points on this drive after, of course, that muffed punt by the punter, Casey Giesenhagen, set them up in plus territory. They started with the ball in their own red zone. Can they cash in? 5 minutes remaining in the third. Low snap is handled, tries to the right side, and he's still pushing near the pylon. No. Near the goal line, excuse me. No, he's still going to be short. Another good stop by this Eagle defensive line. They're pressed right up their heels on that end zone, but making a pair of good plays. And boy, the nose of that football is right near the goal line. It's third down and goal from about the half-yard line. You'd say jumbo package, but this is what they line up in anyway. Single wing, strong side, right side. The give again, Goodwin tries it. He's tackled in the backfield. Talon Wark again. This kid has flown everywhere, all over the field. Defensively, he's making great plays. He'll even lose about a half yard on that. It'll be fourth down and goal, and now a full 1 yard. It's the second fourth down. Remember, Ethan Weinman jumped on a fourth down a moment ago to give them an automatic first and goal. Now one more shot to cash in on great field position, make this a 2-score ball game. Fourth down and goal from the 1. The snap, Goodwin tries the left side. He's swarmed on and taken down. The Eagles in the backfield, it's Guy Tubbs making a huge play defensively. Right when they need it, this defense stiffens up. Cameron Lilly was in there as well to help out Tubbs. That's a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense will start with this ball with their heels in the end zone, but they stopped the Goodland offense. Oh my goodness, that's the worst field position just about that you can possibly start in. Penalties back it up even more, and this defense stands tall. They maintain the shutout, 19-0, 4 minutes remaining. Here in the third quarter, Carroll's in the gun. He's going to give it to Betts. Betts falls forward. He's going to make it out of the end zone, but they're trying to get a little bit of breathing room. I don't know if they can. This is a tough position to start your offense in. He's going to get about out to the 3, so he does gain a couple on that one. Second down now, about 8 from the 3-yard line. Do you risk passing here? Obviously, that's the question, because a pick can turn into 6 very quickly from here, and of course, a safety also at play. In the gun is Carroll on second down. The give, Betts again. He's tackled right away. He'll be right near the goal line. Oh my goodness, did they get a safety? Yes, they did. The Goodland Cowboys swarm into the end zone and take down Betts. That's a safety. Spot them 2 points, and they're going to get the ball on a free punt as well. Oh no. This offensive rush, the line and the run game have struggled off and on so far this game, and that was certainly an off right there. A tough one to take a safety, the first of the season from the Eagles spot. Goodland, 2 points. They're going to get this ball again. And after, what a great defensive stop, too, and that's a tough one. Oh, no. I mean, the roller coaster of emotion in the last 3 plays has been absolutely wild. You want rivalry football, you've got it. A muffed punt by the punter, a turnover, a 4th down stand, a jump off sides, and then a safety. Oh, this is just tough. Now a chance to capitalize on a little bit of momentum. It's only 2 points and still a 3-score ball game, but Goodland trying to hang on, and there's still plenty of time left here if they can get their offense going. So Taden Fiken with a free kick here from the 20-yard line. Usually they're kicked off from the 35. That one is short and bouncing. It's a swirling punt, and it gets past Cure. Cure has to pick it up at the 30. He backtracked to get there at the 35. One-man miss, and now they swarm to him. Taden Fiken's in there to hit him. All the Eagles it'll take to take him down. The entire nest got there. Eventually, 37-yard line, and what a great kick. That thing had all kinds of spin on it. And remember that Taden Fiken doubles as a defensive lineman, and he showed it there. Hit Cure. I mean, there were like 3 Eagles that hit Cure before he even slowed down, but finally they take him down. And a penalty, it looks like, will bring.
Holding was called against the Cowboys.
Yep, it will be holding that will bring the Cowboys back, so they'll start now instead of the 37. It'll be the 27, their own 27. Cowboys have a long field to go, but they need to capitalize on momentum sometime soon. This now a spread offense, 2 left and 2 right. Thorson's got it. He rolls left and throws on the run. He's got his man. This time it is caught, bobbled for a moment, but L.J. Purvis brings it in and steps out of bounds for a gain of 14 yards, and the first real completed pass that they've had, it's a big one. It gives them a 1st down, and they've had few and far between of those so far this ball game. This defense has to remain vigilant. Remember that they just came up with a huge 4th down stop a moment ago. Thorson gives them an extra wrinkle, though, offensively. He's in the gun now, and a low snap is handled. Looks right now, steps up and slides to the right in the pocket. He throws in the run. No! Oh, tipped and dropped. Man, it's L.J. Purvis again. That's his 2nd drop. You know he's frustrated. He's been on the receiving end of 3 targeted passes. 2 of them dropped. One of them, of course, to be fair, was a catch and a 1st down. A good play made by him, so got to be a little bit frustrating to have those drops on the outside. A little bit of rotation on the defensive line, just like we talked about. And out now will come Tegan Thumel and Tucker Wark. In now are mostly your starters here for the Eagles defensively. 3 minutes remaining, 2nd down and 10. Thorson's got it, and he rolls right and looks. Steps up in the pocket again. He's going to be hit and taken down. Tried to avoid Kai Lanning, but couldn't. This kid on defensive end has been excellent. Boy, he's one heck of a pass rusher. He was GWAC all honorable mention last year, and he makes a nice play there, and now he's going to check out, get a little breath. We talked about how much this defensive line rotates. It keeps those guys fresh to make plays like that. Taden Fiken in, of course, the kicker. Now he's in on that left end. 3rd down now and 16. 2 minutes, 20 remaining. Cowboys trying to capitalize on a little bit of momentum after a safety. 2 left, 2 right in the gun for Thorson. Low snap handled again. Plenty of low snaps from the center there. Rolling left and throwing. A wounded duck is knocked around and incomplete. Looks like an Eagle got there before a Cowboy did. Giesenhagen makes another good play defensively. He had a pass breakup. He had one early on the first drive of the Cowboys, and he makes another play right there on that left side. He's tasked a lot of these times with shading to Lincoln Cure's side. He makes a play right there. 4th down now and 16, and will it be the punt crew on? Looks like yes, it will. Don't want to compound on your troubles here on your own 37-yard line. We saw that the Eagles did just that a moment ago. This one is handled, though, and a high but short punt is going to drop at the 40, and it'll take a nice Goodland bounce. That'll end at the 36-yard line as it rolls dead and it's down. So on the 36-yard line on their own left hash, that's where this Eagle offense will set up. And I'll tell you what, there's still a lot of time. There's 2 minutes left in the 3rd, but a knockout punch feels incoming from these Eagles. You feel like one more score the way this defense has been playing for the Eagles. If the offense can back it up with one more score in the next couple of drives here, you feel like you can put this one away. Plenty can happen, though, in a rivalry game. 1st and 10 behind Carol is Betts. 2 left and 2 right for him. Motion work from the left to the right side. Now the snap, a true drop back. He's looking on the right side. Now he's going to check down. He's going to get hit and throw on the run, and he gets this thing out of bounds. He took a big hit. It was a legal hit. It was right as he was throwing the ball, but he's slow to get up a little bit here. Rubs on that right knee, and he'll get up and get the call. We saw early in the first couple of games, Carroll would walk all the way to the sideline, talk directly with Ryan Mosier. Now they've expedited it a little bit. He walks about halfway and calls it over. So Giesenhagen lining up on that left side. Foss and Tubbs on the right. Wark joins Giesenhagen on the left. Behind Carroll in the gun is Betts. Motion from the right to the left. It's Tubbs. Snap is handled and given ahead to Betts, who's tackled right away. Boy, I haven't seen a team a team rally to the ball the way that they have with such little size. They're not too huge. We played a Holcomb team that had a huge defensive line up front, and they gave us trouble. But this team is not that big, but they're playing downhill, and they're playing well. On the left hash on the 37, 3rd down and 10, Carroll's in the gun. 4 receivers stacked, each behind each other on the left side. Tubbs is alone on the right side. In the gun, Carroll. All 4 receivers stacked on the left. But he's looking right. The throw to that lone man. It's Giesenhagen who catches it on the run and picks up a first down. The gain of 13. Oh, my, what a play. That's exactly what we saw in practice when they stacked 4 to one side and alone was Giesenhagen. Usually Carroll would look that way towards Giesenhagen as if it's a little bit of misdirection to try to get your eyes over to the side of the field where there's 4 receivers, but they threw to his man. KG has been on the receiving end of some great balls so far from Carroll, and this time he's alone on the left side. Carroll's deep in the pocket. He's in the pistol. Behind him is Betts. The high snap is handled. Betts up the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole. He'll fall forward for 4. I'll tell you what, those plays where he gets 4 are, few and far between today. Like I said, this defense has been swarming. They're now on the 45-yard line of Goodland. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. Eagles are up 19-2. A safety a play ago, a couple of possessions ago, give the Goodland Cowboys their 2 points. 18 seconds remaining. They're going to run one more play here on 2nd down and 7. It's another give up the middle to Betts, who pushes the pile a little bit, and he's still going. He falls forward for about 5 yards. That ball came out late. Goodland says they have the football. It is Goodland football. Oh, no. Betts with the late fumble. That ball came out real late in that play. He was not down. Looks frustrated, and Goodland, man, the Eagles keep giving Goodland life here late in this ball game. 8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles on top 19-2. But now Goodland a chance to capitalize on another turnover here. In the gun is Thorson. He motions out to the right side. Thorson, the clap and the snap, and he rolls right and throws right. He's got his man. He makes one man miss and cuts it upfield and falls forward to the 50-yard line. He's right on the edge, and they'll spot him just into Colby territory. Giesenhagen takes his helmet off, and that will mark the end of this third quarter. Eagles 19, Cowboys 2 in this Colby-Goodland matchup.
We'd like all senior parents and those participating in senior night activities to be down on the track at the east end of the stadium as soon as possible after the end of the game.
We are back in Denon Field, and we're finally here. It's the fourth quarter of this rivalry ball game. Anything can happen. Thorson, the low snap, he gets it. Now, lob throw on the left side finds Cure, who picks up a first down and more inside Colby's 40-yard line. Falls out on that left hash. It looks like as soon as they put Thorson in, after that Goodwin single wing hard rushing, they've basically changed their whole formation up. They're looking now spread as they look for Thorson, who's mainly there. We talked pregame. We got a runner, we got a passer, does Goodland, and in is the passer now, and they're going to have to rely on him down by 17 points here to start the fourth quarter. 19-2 the score. Goodland's on Colby's 40. Low snap is handled. He's rolling right and throwing a long ball on the run out of the outstretched hands of a would-be receiver. That'll set up now. Second down now and 10. I'll tell you what, these snaps have been quite low. Blair Lennon, the junior, number 54, snaps this thing a little bit low. You think Jason Kelsey rifles that thing in low in the NFL, and gotten a couple of those. We've seen some low snaps here, but handled well. It hasn't been an issue at all, so certainly something that's expected, you would think here. Zach Thorson in the gun. Next to him is the other quarterback, Chayton Goodwin. 2 left and 2 right. This certainly going to Thorson in a passing situation. Dropping and looking and rolling left. Now he turns his hips and throws a deep ball down the left side. He's looking for Cure. It's tipped, and no, not intercepted by Giesenhagen. But I'll tell you what, it looks like Foss interfered with Cure trying to get that ball, and Foss gets up frustrated, hits the ground as he does, and it looks like this flag will go against. Yeah, it will. It will go against Braden Foss, interfering with Lincoln Cure as they try to get the ball to him. Down on that left side, it'll be 15 yards up. And that'll be an automatic first down now for Goodland, who sets up now deep into Colby territory. They're on the 25-yard line on the left hash. Goodland's in the gun. Thorson with Chayton Goodwin next to him. 2 left and 2 right. On the left side of the formation is Cure. Snap is handled, and he rolls right. He's got pressure in his face as he throws through the hands of a would-be receiver. Boy, that was just out of the outstretched arms. That one falls incomplete. So second down and 10, 11-16 remaining. It's 3 scores, but I'll tell you what, Eagles have left the door open. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. That fumbled snap, the safety, and then, of course, the fumble from Betts. You're almost handing the opportunities to Goodland late in this ball game. That's something you never want to do in a rivalry ball game, any ball game at all, especially against Goodland, who you would love to beat. This is the circled matchup. This is the one you got to come away with. Can they do it right here? And a pre-snap penalty here deep in the backfield. We'll wait on it. It looks like a delay of game. Yes, it is delay of game, so 5 yards back. Instead of 2nd and 10, it becomes 2nd and 15. They're on the 34-yard line of Colby, lining up on the left hash. Thorson's in the gun. We've seen him a lot of this second half as they've been down and need to pass this football. 2 left and 2 right. Low snap is handled. Sliding up and avoiding the pressure and throwing on the run. He's got Cure, who makes one man miss and cuts it upfield. Now he's reversing field and trying to get it on the right side. Oh, my goodness, he's going to do it. 5, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. He's got a dozen Division I offers coming in today, and plays like that are just exactly why. He reversed field twice. It made every Eagle miss on his way to the end zone, but there is a flag on the field. This one came in late in the play. We'll see what it is as it stands, though. No, it looks like they're walking back. Holding. Holding called against the Cowboys. That will take the touchdown off the board. Regardless, though, we haven't seen Lincoln Cure catch the ball a whole lot. They've done a good job of putting focus on him, but this kid is electric with the ball in his hands. 6'6" and making cuts like that. Wild, just wild. A true talent for sure. Second down and 10 now, 10 minutes 50 remaining. Eagles up 19-2. Cowboys knocking on the door. Low snap is handled. Thorson rolls and throws. He's got a man for a first down before he steps out of bounds. Looks like that was L.J. Purvis again. He's got his man, and he's got a catch this time before stepping out of bounds. First down and 10 for Goodland. They're into the Adams Bank red zone. 12 from the 12-yard line, so they have 2 yards where they can pick up a first before they get into the end zone. So a chance for a new set of plays. However, 1st and 10 from the 12 right now. Thorson's in the gun. 2 right, 1 left. Snap and rolling left. It's to Cure's side. He's looking at the other receiver over there. He's got his man down to the 5. As they've gone to this passing game, this has opened up their offense an awful lot. And just like we said, when you make these defenses one-dimensional, that's where the Eagles have found success, but not so right now. The pass, and especially low and underneath, has cut up this Eagle defense. 2nd down and 4. They're on the Eagles' 6-yard line. 10 minutes remaining here. Cowboys down 2-19, but they're knocking on the door. They're on the left hash. Thorson's in the gun. 3 receivers bunched on the right side. Alone is Cure on the left. The snap and the roll to the right. He's got a man in his face. He has to throw in the run. It's intercepted. There's Braden Foss. Kai Lanning provided the pressure, forced a difficult throw. Braden Foss drives on that football from his safety position, and a knocked on the door opportunity is snuffed out once again by this Eagle defense. They've made plays when it's mattered. They get down all the way up to the 11 before Foss is taken down on the return, and that's where the Eagle offense will set up. They still sit on that 17-point lead. 9 minutes, 48 remaining here. Once again, Kai Lanning has been everywhere in the backfield. He's put all kinds of pressure. Doesn't matter if it's Thorson or Goodwin. Whoever's taken snaps at quarterback has had Kai Lanning hot on his tails. Carroll's in the gun. High snap is handled. He gives it to Betts on the right side. He's got a blocker in front of him. He pinballs his way out to about the 20. He'll be a little shy of a 1st down, but he picks up about 8 yards. So that's another good one where you find your way into 8 yards. You haven't had a lot of good runs where Betts has had a ton of quality blocking in front of him, but he finds his way to one there. They're going to spot him 7 yards before he steps out of bounds. 2nd down and 3 on the right hash. 9 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Left to go in this Colby-Goodland clash. Shaded on either side by a running back is Carroll in the gun. It's Wark and it's Betts. He throws in the run, though, and that one's incomplete. It's ahead of Giesenhagen, who was open on that play.
3rd down and 3.
That one outside of his reach, though. He's about 6'3" or 6'4". He's a big kid and had a big reach there, but couldn't get it. So it'll fall incomplete. 3rd down and 3. 9 minutes, 38 remaining here in this ball game. Eagles on top, 19-2. Carroll's on the gun. In the pistol behind him is Betts. 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Motion, Wark moves from the right to the left side of the formation. The throw and the run is to Foss. Makes one man miss. Out in the flat, he picks up a 1st down. The make your man miss ability from Foss is incredible. I haven't seen the first defender covering him tackle him, all game long. Just getting him the ball in the flat or on these short little hook routes. Think of Julian Edelman. That little bit smaller in stature, but really quick and shifty from that slot position, and he just makes plays. 1st down and 10 now for the Eagles. They can set on this clock a little bit. 9:15 remaining. Giesenhagen alone on the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Carroll's in the gun. The snap and the give to Betts on the left side. He gets nothing at all. He's going to lose 4. Tackled right away. Swarming defensive line here. We've talked about it all game long. They get downhill well. We've only seen 3 or 4 down linemen from them. Not a ton of blitzes, but the pressure they brought has been more than enough. Behind the sticks now on 2nd down. We're below 9 minutes remaining here in this rivalry ball game. Eagles up 19-2. Remember to stick around after for a Ryan Lindsay concert. Cost of the ticket was already admission to the concert anyway. You may as well just stick around. 2 receivers right and 2 left for Carroll, who's in the gun on 2nd and 13. The high snap, no, he called timeout right before that snap went over his head. So the stoppage of play, and we're going to step away. Eagles on top, 19-2 here in the 4th.
Reminder for senior parents and those participating in senior night ceremonies to be on the track at the East End Stadium as soon as possible after the game.
We are indeed back. 2nd and 13 behind the sticks is Carroll in this offense. They're on their own 23-yard line. He's in the gun and he's dropping. Looking, it's a long ball for the middle of the field. That one's incomplete. It was behind Tucker Wark. It was actually closer to any Cowboy than it was to an Eagle, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down now and 13. 8 minutes 22 remaining here in the 4th. Eagles on top, 19-2. It is senior night here. Eagles honoring 5 seniors. Foss and Tubbs on the right side of the formation. Giesenhagen and Wark on the left. Shading him on the left side in that shotgun is Betts. The snap, and he's got pressure in his face right away. He throws, oh no, through the hands of Zane Betts. They set up that screen really well, but went right through the hands of the running back and incomplete. Tough time to mention it for him, though, but he is one of the seniors graduating. Taden Fiken, Riley Voss, Zane Betts, Tucker Wark, not Talon, and Boston Tubbs, not Guy Tubbs. The 5 seniors graduating here for the Eagles. This is their final trip to Denon Field, and a flag thrown deep in the backfield. That's the back judge. Usually means delay of game. We'll wait on the call, though.
Flag on the field, illegal substitution called against
Illegal substitution. So those are, I had a 50-50 shot there. Those are the 2 that the back judge usually looks out for, and got a legal substitution. It's a legal substitution, extra men, stuff like that, and then delay of game. And then, of course, when the play comes his way, he's looking for all kinds of holding and pass interference because he's going to line up about 20 yards off the ball. This one is handled by Giesenhagen, who is able to get it off. How he did, I don't know. It bounces off an Eagle and falls into Cure's hands. That will be at the 38-yard line. I'll tell you what, they came after Giesenhagen earlier and they forced a turnover on a punt attempt. They came after him again. I do not know how this kid got that punt off, but he did. So it'll flip the field. The 38-yard line on the left hash is where these Cowboys will set up. They're still down by 3 scores. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Time running out on a comeback attempt. They're going to need a score here to do just that. The offense has really struggled on and off throughout this ball game. The defense for the Eagles, especially the front 7, have come down and rushed hard. Thorson's in the gun, 3 to the right. He's going to roll that way as he looks and throws on the run. He's got his man to the 40 of the Eagles and fighting through Eagles down to the 38. 38 to 38 flip that field for the Cowboys. That's one heck of a spark to start this drive. It's just what they needed. 1st down and 10 for Goodland. Ticking below 8 minutes remaining. Eagles are up 19-2. Goodland, however, coming up with a big play to start this drive. They're still down 3 scores. They'll need one of them right here. 2 receivers right and 2 left for Thorson in the gun. That ball dribbles to him. He has to fall on it. Taden Fiken jumps on top of him, but not before Thorson gets it. I mentioned it a couple times. That ball, that snap from the center has been very, very low, coming in at Thorson's feet a lot. Has not been really a problem. Blair Lennon, those snaps coming in low, but Thorson seems to handle it with ease until that one, of course, couldn't get on it until late, had to just eat the play, fall on the ball. Now Thorson's in the gun, 2 right and 2 left. 2nd down and 16, 7 minutes remaining. Dropping, looking, and rolling right. He's got Kai Lanning frushing him out. He's going to have to tuck it and run towards the sideline. Oh, no, he ran into, it looks like a coach or a ball man over there. Boy, I mean, he took quite the spin. It was actually the man holding the sticks, the official over there wearing that orange jersey. Boy, he took quite the hit. He's up and holding the stick again, so we hope that he's okay. Our thoughts and prayers are with him, but he looks just fine. Standing in there. 3rd down now and 12. They're on the 45-yard line of Colby. In the gun is Thorson, 2 right and 2 left. 2 in the slot on either side. Snap is handled, and he throws to the left and stands in his pocket and throws a deep ball down the left side. He looks for Cure, who comes down with it inside the 5. Betts was there in coverage, but Cure is waving his men on. Get up to the line, he's saying. They're trying to set up quickly. He's down at the 3. If this ball is anywhere within his range, he's going to come down with it. This kid is crazy. His own coach calls him an unbelievable weapon. I would have to agree. He was injured largely as a sophomore, Only played in 3 or 4 ball games last year. He's really getting to show himself now. And what he can do is something incredible. He's looked good. Thorson's in the gun at quarterback. First down and goal from the 3. Instead, it's going to be a direct snap to the tailback, who's pushing the line. He's not going to get there, but he will gain about 1. So it'll be second down and goal now from the 2. 5 minutes and 52 remaining. Time is ticking. They're taking a while to get this score, and Ethan Weinman will come in on that defensive line out as Jackson Carney. One of, like we mentioned, 7 or 8. I think I've seen 8 different linemen come in for these Eagles. Second down and goal from the 3. 5:30 remaining. Thorson's in the gun. They need a score here. Can they punch it in? The Eagles defense has stood tall. Low snap is handled. Thorson's running it himself, and he's gang tackled right away. The Eagles close that hole quickly. He had a gap for a moment. Tucker Wark, Talon Wark's been flying around. His senior brother, Tucker Wark, swarmed to the ball right there and took him down. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, though, so it'll be third down now and 2. Third down and goal from the 2. 5 minutes remaining. Goodland's down 2-19. 3-score ball game. They need 1 here. Cure's alone on the right side. It's Purvis on the right. Thorson's in the gun. He's rolling right and looking right. He's got to tuck it. Now he's going to toss it late on the run. It's dropped, but all kinds of flags on the field. Confusion there on the play, and it looks like it's going to be holding, but we'll wait on the call. As the play stands, it's an incomplete pass. It is holding against Goodland, and as you know, it's well documented if you roll out and if you're a true pocket passer like Thorson is and you roll out, suddenly the offensive line is stuck not knowing where they need to, what side of them they need to be protecting, and of course they protected the wrong side there, got caught holding. And so now it's third down now and goal from the 13. Thorson's in the gun, motion from the right to the left, it's Cure. Thorson's rolling right. Now he's going to tuck it and run himself. He lost the football. That ball's on the ground, and it's in an Eagles' hands. This time it's Talon Wark. Give that kid the game ball. He's come downhill all game long, made some incredible plays. He shoulder bumps a coach to the ground. Oh, boy, he earned it. Finally, a ball bounces his way. He picks up a fumble recovery. His older brother, Tucker, has a fumble recovery on the season. Now Talon does as well. What a play. That's now back-to-back long drives that has seen Goodland get down into the red zone in that bend, don't break defense, has stood tall and forced turnovers on both of those plays. 4 minutes 30 remaining, Eagles up 19-2. Carroll's in the gun, the give ahead, the bets. He's going to push the pile a little bit. He'll get about 3 out of it. The way these Eagles have forced turnovers has been incredible. We talked about it all season long. If you've listened to any broadcast, you know Coach Mosier loves to harp on win the turnover battle. They're doing that right now. Prior to the game yesterday at Thursday's practice, Coach Mosier ended the practice with a huddle telling his kids to be resilient, bounce back when things go wrong, stay strong. Things have gone wrong. They've seen plenty of drives that get into the red zone as they give it to Betts up the middle again. He'll get about 2 out of it. Multiple drives go into the red zone for the Cowboys. We've seen a safety given up, and the Eagles always have bounced back. They're on top right now, 19-2, and a timeout taken by Goodland. We're going to step away.
Timeout called by Goodland.
Set third down now and 7. Under 4 minutes remaining here. Eagles trying to get a first down to salt this one away. Carroll's going to heave it towards Foss, who can't get back to the football. He had to stop so dead in his tracks that he hit the turf. He was horizontal reaching for that ball. Couldn't get back to it, though, an underthrown ball, and so it'll be 4th down and 7, and the Eagles will have to punt this ball away. 3 minutes and 42 remaining. Eagles up 19-2. Obviously, you hope that you can pick up a first down there because essentially you can run the rest of this game out. However, not the case. So it'll be Giesenhagen back to punt. We've had a roller coaster of punts so far today. There's the snap. It's high but handled. Can he get it off? Yes, he can, but it's short, wobbly. Bounces and takes a good Eagle bounce down to the 40-yard line. It is, however, Colby's 40-yard line. So that's where Goodland will set up in plus territory. Casey Giesenhagen has now had 3 very interesting punts. One of them was in the dirt. The snap was. He couldn't even get the punt off. He's tackled on 4th down, turnover on downs, and it gave Goodland the ball in the red zone. Another time, he got it off, it like Houdini. I don't know how he did it. He had Cowboys, standing directly next to him, and that time he did get it off, but the pressure was clear. That one, it only went about 20 yards. In the gun is Thorson, 2 left and 2 right. The snap and rolling left. He's got a pressure in front of him. He has to step up, and now he's in escape mode, scramble mode. Taden Fikens chasing him down, and he has to throw on the run, but he gets it to his man. Looks like Purvis was underneath it, and he's going to slide out of bounds, but picks up a first down first. And, oh, man, there is a Cowboy all the way behind that play. He's at the 50-yard line, so about 20 yards behind the play, but he's injured. Looked like he was trying to block for Thorson. He was in escape mode. 3 minutes, 21 remaining, and an injured Cowboy on the turf right now. We hope, of course, that he's all right. We're going to step away real quick for this injury.
Thorson's pass was complete on play. Goodland picks up a 1st and 10.
Welcome back to Denon Field. Christian Peck-Dimmitt in the boost. Thorson in the gun on 1st and 10. The snap, and he's rolling left, and he sets his feet and throws a deep ball downfield. He's looking for Cure, and it's just over his head. Boy, it looked for a moment like he was able to get there. Good show of sportsmanship from Zane Betts, who was in coverage. Got beat by about half a step, but Cure couldn't get to it, and then he helps Cure up to his feet. Eagles on top, 19-2, 3 minutes 15 remaining here in this ball game. It was German Herrera, the quick guard, so to speak. Usually it's the weak side guard, the tackle, that pulls from that left side. He's an offensive lineman for Goodland. He got off and walked with a little bit of help gingerly over the sideline. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. We hope that he's all right. Goodland, Thorson in the snap for Goodland. Rolling left, avoiding Eagles, and throws deep downfield. He's got his man this time. It is Cure that can get under it for a 30-yard bomb. And a dime from Thorson on the run finds Lincoln Cure. Finally, that connection can get into the end zone. He had one taken away earlier where he made a great move, and then another great move, and then another one, and found his way into the end zone, but it was called back with an offensive holding. This one, however, will count for Goodland. They find their way to the end zone, give them 6 points. 8-19 now the score, still down by 11 is Goodland, and it looks like they're going to be on to attempt their first extra point here of this ball game. And a late flag. Looks like a legal substitution. We've seen this a couple times. Actually, from both sides. This is the third illegal substitution called, one by either side, and so now Goodland is winning. They have 2 of them called against them. The Eagles are up 19-8 here late in this ball game, 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Extra point here attempted by Goodland. Remember, it was the if you think that's an odd score on the board right now, it's because of the safety given up by the Eagles earlier in this one. Snap and hold good, kick up and good. Through the uprights it goes. Omar Hernandez gets a good kickoff there, and that one looked good right from the start. Through the uprights, and a score there for Goodland, 19-9. And we are back for this Goodland kickoff. They scored, they made the extra point, so now it's 19-9. They're still down by 10. And you got to be expecting some sort of trickery here as they try to get the ball back at least one more time here before the end of this ball game. 3 minutes and 8 remaining. Eagles on top by 10 points, 19-9. The kickoff here impending. This one dribbling right into the hands of Betts, who falls to the ground, gives himself up, and so it'll be Eagle football. They're going to get it right near the midfield marker. They're going to get it actually on their own 43-yard line, 48-yard line, and that's where they'll set up on the left hash.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 46.
Japheth Ballesteros, who made the extra point, had actually a pretty good dribbling kick there, but right into Betts' hands. The give there, Betts offensively is going to try between the tackles, and he'll get about 3 out of it. Set up 2nd down and 7.
Betts on the carry.
In a timeout taken by Goodland. We're going to keep it right here. 3 minutes and 1 second remaining. Here in this ball game, Eagles up 19-9, so they're up by 10 points. Remember that it is senior night, so post-game here at Denon Field will be honoring Taden Fiken, Riley Voss, Zane Betts, Tucker Wark, and Boston Tubbs, the 5 graduating seniors for the Eagles. However, on the other side, there are only 2 healthy senior Cowboys on the roster. That's why there's so much youth and so many underclassmen not only starting, but in key positions here. Obviously, their quarterbacks, Thorson's a junior, the thrower, but the runner that we saw so much the first half, Chayton Goodwin, a sophomore, and a lot of these guys in the O-line as well, multiple freshmen on the offensive line. The Jordan Mosier, the head coach for the Cowboys, not to be confused with Ryan Mosier, the Colby head coach, has looked really good, or he says that the underclassmen have looked really good. They've stepped into these roles well. 2nd down and 9, a high snap is handled, and the give is to Betts. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage maybe, and he had to fight just to do that. The blocking in front of him really has struggled at times to give Betts any holes. That'll set up now 3rd down and 9 and another, and this time the final timeout taken by Goodland. Again, we're going to stay here. Stops the clock at 2:55, so of course Goodland trying to get a stop and get the ball back one more time. They're down by 2 scores, so they'll need to score. Well, they'll need to get a stop on 3rd down. Then the time will tick down to a little over 2 minutes before the Eagles would have to punt the ball, assuming, of course, that they get stopped here. And then you have about 2 minutes with no timeouts to score. Extra point Then you take an onside kick of some kind to get the ball back, and then you try to score one more time. At that point, you would need at least a field goal to tie the game, touchdown to score. So then, of course, Ryan Mosier, first-year head coach, on the edge of his first win here for Colby over Goodland, has a choice to make here. Do you keep it on the ground to tick away a couple more seconds before you have to punt it, or do you get aggressive here and try to pick it up? Fakes the give. He's going to go aggressive. He throws it out to Tubbs in the flat. It's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. And a late flag. Oh, man.
Several flags on the play.
He went rolling, an Eagle did, and another late flag is thrown now, even later than the one earlier, and another one was just thrown again. There's all kinds of chaos here, but no fight, no scuffle. Everyone's in their own huddles, yet plenty of late flags being thrown. We're going to, of course, let you know what those calls are, but an Eagle went flying. It looked like Boston Woofter, the freshman. It might have been Ethan Weinman threw himself about 5 feet. Great acting job if it was fake, and, we hope that he's all right if he gets pushed that hard to make himself go flying that far. But he's fine and in the huddle, and actually at least one of these calls is going to go against the Eagles, and it looks like they're actually offsetting calls. They're after the play, so the play stands either way. Then the two penalties were personal fouls, one against Colby and one against Goodland. So that means there will be offsetting penalties. And then three penalties called. 2 of them against Colby, 1 of them against Goodland. The 2 offset, and then there's 1 Colby left. Of course, I'm not too good at math, but the 2 minus 1. You still got 1 left over for Colby, and so it'll be a punt attempt here. 4th down now, and about 20 yards to go, 25 yards actually. You're going to mark them all the way back 15 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Now you have to punt with 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Looks like there's only 10 on the field, and the Eagles are going to have to take a timeout. Ryan Mosier's frustrated. They are going to take that timeout. Looked like the Eagles knew on the field that they needed 1 more, but no Eagle recognized that they were lacking. So only 10, and now you're all of a sudden in trouble. This one was all but salted away. That late touchdown to Cure felt like too little too late, a garbage time score, but no, not the case. You're still down 2 scores. You got plenty of way to go. This win is still very much in hand for the Eagles. That being said, it becomes a lot more viable if the Cowboys can get the ball in good territory here. Remember that even though they'll get the ball with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, they have no timeouts. So it'll be key here for them to utilize clock in the sidelines. As it stands, though, they're on their own 32, or the Eagles, 4th down and 25, and they're going to have to punt this ball away. They're up, 19-9. Giesenhagen's back there. They're going to bring the house to try to block him. Low snap is handled. It's blocked. That ball's free. Goodland's going to fall on it. No, it's now a pile. It's a pile up. Who's got this football? A nightmare scenario for the Eagles. Goodland's got it, and they're at their own 10-yard line. The Cowboys have the ball on the Eagles' 10. Oh, no. Just what you could not have. You had so much trouble blocking in front of the punter so far today. You already had a snap on a punt hit the feet of Giesenhagen that turned into a turnover. This one, a blocked punt. Now 1st down and goal from exactly the 10-yard line, and a late flag. I think it's going to be a late substitution. It was Riley Voss, the senior, trying to get off the field.
Another substitution infraction.
That's going to be half distant to the goal. So now we're equal. 2 substitution infractions against Colby and 2 against Goodland. Just a brutal, brutal call to take after a brutal play. Oh, my goodness. Now they're on their 5, threatening to score right away. Thorson's in the gun for Goodland. 2 left and 2 right. Motioning from the left to the right is Cure. 2:40 on the clock. They're down 2 scores. They need one right here. Thorson throws on the run. He's got his man. It's Cure. He's diving for the pylon. They're going to give it to him. Goodland's got the end zone. That's the 2nd score for Cure today. Thorson to Cure once. Thorson to Cure now twice. Back-to-back scores, and suddenly this ball game is very, Very interesting. Oh my goodness, they put him in motion from the left to the right. He got momentum. He beat his man. The throw on the run from Thorson was on point. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left. Suddenly it's a one-score ball game. The extra point is up, and it's good. It's now just a field goal away from being tied. Goodland is down 16-19. What a turn of events. 2 minutes, 38 remaining. Now the pressure is all on the Eagles. Wow. Just what you could not have on that blocked punt. You knew going in you needed to be max protect. You'd had so much trouble blocking for Giesenhagen, and a nightmare scenario on the blocked punt. Wow. Wow. Goodland capitalizes right away. Their first play from scrimmage gets them into the end zone with Cure again. Now you got to think, because 2:38, no timeouts, you go for an onside kick again. You went for one earlier, an onside kick, and you didn't get it. Zane Betts and that hands team did well. Can you do it again? Eagles have to be able to fall on this ball right now. This is a huge play. They won't be able to salt all the time away, but just about everything remaining if they can get the ball cleanly here. 2 minutes, 38 remaining. Eagles up by just 3. Cowboys trying to get the ball back. Here's the onside kick attempt. The run up, the kick. Oh, it's a big one. It's a pooch bunt, and it's down to the 20-yard line. It's received by Foss. Cuts it upfield. One-man miss. No, it's Guy Tubbs, Boston Tubbs. Boston Tubbs gets it to the 35-yard line. Another senior making plays. That's a senior, plays cornerback. He's also on special teams, the hands team right there. Comes up with a big play. So now with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left, the Cowboys gambled and said we can get a defensive stop and maybe force them to punt again and get this ball back one more time. Remember, they have no timeouts. Huge, huge sequence here for the Eagles. One receiver right, it's Foss. One left is Giesenhagen. Under center is Carroll. The give to the I back, the deep back. Man, he's tackled right away. He shed one tackler and then was taken down by the rest of the swarm. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Zane Betts will get maybe a yard. There's a Cowboy limping on this field, but he's going to stay on. He's going to stay up and line up again. Second down now and 9. 2 minutes and 5, 4, 3, and ticking. And, of course, you got to think the Eagles will take all the time possible off this clock before they snap it. Under center for only the third time today is Carroll. We don't see this a lot. The eye behind him. Hard count, and now the snap, the give. Betts up the middle, is going to lower his shoulder, and a good gain there. Falls forward for 5. It'll set up third down and 4. Down to 1:35 remaining. Now Coach Mosier, we've seen this a lot in the fourth quarter, gives the play call to the nearest receiver. A lot of times it's Giesenhagen. This time it's Foss, Braden Foss, and he runs the play call over to the huddle. 20 on the play clock and 1:20 remaining. Carroll, it looks like, will go under center again. One receiver left, one right, eye behind him. Third down and 5. If you pick this up, you put the game away. If you don't, the Goodland Cowboys will have one last gasp. Under center is Carroll. The give. Betts lowers his shoulder, and he won't get there. He'll get maybe 2 out of it. Fourth down, under a minute remaining. 40 on the play clock, so they'll have to get this play off with about 20 seconds left. But you got to remember, the punt and getting that punt off has been an issue. Do you know that, and do you try to just convert it offensively? We'll see. No, Carroll's on the sideline. They're going to try to get a punt off. Down to 39 seconds remaining. 35, 34, 14 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to get one more off, and you know the Cowboys are going to bring the house. Down to 25 seconds on the game clock. There's the snap. He does get it off. It's high and booming. Kier calls for a fair catch down to the 25. A huge play from the blocking in front of Giesenhagen. And, of course, Giesenhagen himself to get that punt off. That's a big sigh of relief for the Eagles, but you got to remember, 19.2 seconds, they still have a chance. One more gasp for Goodland, who's trying to come all the way back. At one point, it was 19-0, then 19-2, now all the way up 19-6. And boy, the Eagles are trying to get very loud. The Eagle fans here to cheer on their defense. It's thundering here. 19.2 remaining. Down by 3. Our Goodland alone is Thorson in the gun. He rolls left. He's got pressure in his face. He's forced out and flushed, and he throws on the run. It's intercepted! Giesenhagen slides underneath it and comes up with a game-sealing pick. He has 2 touchdowns offensively, a couple of pass breakups, and the junior slides in to grab the game-sealing pick. What a play from KG. He's been all over the field, and what a way to seal it. That's just what they needed. 12.3 remaining, all kinds of hysterics. A huge winding roller coaster gets us to a 3-score ball game and a heave from Thorson. That one into Giesenhagen's hands, who makes a play on it from this deep safety position. And now the Eagles just have to sit on this one. The snap to Carroll. He'll knee it down. And this one is going to hit triple zeros. No timeouts for Goodland. They can't stop the clock. The battle of the Oasis comes down to a Colby W. They avenged their loss from 1 year ago. The Eagles on top once again. Colby Eagles 19, Goodland Cowboys 16. All kinds of hysterics with a late comeback try, but the Eagles hang on to get back in the win column. 3-3 now on the year. We're going to sum up this ball game. We're going to have a Ram Tough player of the game. And, of course, we're going to talk with head coach Ryan Mosier after this ball game here on 100.3 The Ride. Good Lord.